Hey YouTube, Lessons Over Dummies, Sean. Gonna shoot some Byrna Kinetics. Just a quick one. They fit the factory barrel very well, and I realized that all the 16 gram testing I've been doing and the 20 gram, I always started with Grimberg jewels. And they do fit this factory barrel very well. But of course, people want to know, what will a Byrna Kinetic do out of the Tipx factory barrel, but 16 gram? And kind of the reason for this is there was a story on Facebook. Somebody actually had to use their less lethal weapon in an instance where it was definitely a choice. And in my opinion, it was a great choice. It saved somebody's life. But into the story, they were using Byrna Kinetics, and I was very surprised. A Byrna Kinetic at approximately 60 joules was said, and this fellow had, on the receiving end, received some broken ribs. So don't discount the light balls. I mean, these Byrna Kinetics, they are dense. They're kind of fat on the fat side, so they fit a lot of these factory barrels very well. And there is something to be said about heavier balls carrying more energy to the target. And if maybe somebody was wearing more layers, my understanding is this person was on the receiving end was wearing a t-shirt, obviously somewhere where it's warmer. But these may not be as effective with a heavy coat on. I don't know anybody that's going to take 60 joule shot even with one of these. So I'm curious what this will do. Because a lot of people have these Byrna Kinetics. And in my testing, you know, I didn't really, just looking at them, I didn't think I'd give them a fair chance. They got you know, they're a little bit rough. They got a seam, a tit on the edge here, kind of where these are formed, but they've always performed well. So there's something to be said about that, right guys? Let me show you the bore fit. So factory Tipx barrel. There we go. Now you'll see how slow it moves. So my finger's in the end. See that, how it kind of just spins and rolls? Yeah, that's a little bit of vacuum that's in there. So it goes through really easily, like this. See how fast it goes through? 16 gram, factory barrel, TCR valve. I'm gonna use the 12 round because the 16 gram should have no problem at all going through it. I got my laser on there just for cool looks today. Sort of rearranged some things in my garage. We're cleaning house, so usually I'm about 12 feet from my target, even though it does look closer. Currently, I can get to about 16. Once some more of this junk gets out of here, I'm hoping to have a good 20 foot distance, because I think that's probably about the maximum that you would consider self-defense. There's some arguments there, but I won't get into that. So, punctured. Here we go. I can stand 16 feet back, but actually right where I am here, where the camera is, I'm probably 14 now. Or 96. 476. 462. 436. 418. I think I'll just bang the rest off.
cool if you could have full auto with this, right? 12 more for fun.
Well, 32 joules. Interesting. Tipx doesn't like Byrna Kinetics. And this kind of stuff can happen, guys. Some markers do better with lighter rounds, heavier rounds. Grimberg joules were 40 joules in this marker. 32. Bit surprised, but I've seen it before. So I'll probably continue using Grimberg joules, at least with this current setup. If I change the barrel, we'll retest this again, but probably the next time you're gonna see this, or, well, not the marker itself, but I do plan on attempting to modify a factory Tipx spool valve to possibly, hopefully, mimic a TCR valve. In case you live under a rock, TCR valves have essentially been discontinued in their assembled form. I have been informed that you can still individually buy the pieces and put one together. I believe you'd still have to file the air chamber or Dremel the air chamber, but the actual spool and the rear cap and then the spring are available separately. My plan is to hopefully find an alternative for those that are a little bit handy. I'm not going to go crazy on it. It's a pretty intricate valve with, you know, a bunch of different O-rings inside, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing yet, but surely I will find out. Catch you on the next one.